famous person once said, "I miss the innocence of childhood where everything was just so simple and pure." This quote makes me reminisce on the past, all the happy and wholesome memories I have from my childhood with my family during my childhood, like my dad pushing me on the swings and painting rocks with my mom. Most of my other childhood memories were at my aunt and uncle's old house in Indiana. I used to visit them almost every weekend during the school year, but even more during the summer because my mom didn't have to work. My cousin Crew and I had so much fun together in his basement, pool, and yard. My aunt and uncle's house is where I spent most of my childhood, and whenever I think about it, it makes me realize how fast life goes, and I should have appreciated those moments more at the time. At night, everyone would go downstairs to the basement to hang out. Crew and I used to push each other down the basement stairs in our matching sleeping bags. I had a pink camera print one, and he had a gray camera print one. There was a door at the bottom of the stairs, so we'd close it and we'd zip each other up and then push each other out. One time, Crew got in upside down, and I shoved him down the stairs really hard. He hit his face on the door and got a bloody nose, but we just laughed it off. Crew and I also play video games on his TV, and he always forced me to be player 2. The player 2 controller was broken, so you have to practically throw it against the wall to have it work, and I'm still convinced that's why I always lost Just Dance. My whole family would gather around the table next to the bar, and we'd play an old game called Who's It, which I never won because my mom was always the best at it. And we'd also play Apples to Apples, which I also never won because as an 8-year-old, I had no idea what anything was. After hanging out in the basement all night, we'd wake up and go swimming in the pool. Swimming was my favorite thing to do at my aunt and uncle's house. Crew and I swam for 12 hours straight one time, and I was so sunburned after I was scared to go outside for a week. I also lost my first tooth in that pool. It came out while Crew was spinning me on a floaty and it fell all the way to the bottom. I didn't know how to go underwater yet, so Crew taught me how, and then I swam all the way to the bottom and got it by myself. I also got $1 from the tooth fairy, which is pretty cool. My even older cousin Finn was not afraid of the sun, so he barely came to swim with us. But sometimes at night we play a game we made up called Shark Attack, where he chased us underwater in the dark, which is kind of dangerous, but it was fun. When we were all done swimming, we would go into the yard to finish up the day. My aunt and uncle had a huge front and backyard that was perfect for many outdoor activities. We used to spend 4th of July there every single year. We'd gather in the front yard, and my uncle and dad would light off firework after firework in the driveway. One year, I was trying to look at a sparkler up close, and I burned my cheek, and I had a scar for a year. I also learned how to ride my bike in their house. At their house, they had a cul-de-sac in the front yard. I learned on my older cousin Finn's bike, who was probably 15 at the time, while wearing a Justice uniform bikini, no helmet, and no shoes. And I ran into a mailbox, a trash can, and into a ditch. I had so many bruises and scratches. Every year, Crew would have a birthday party, but it was just me and him because we were each other's only friends. His mom would decorate the whole house and yard, and we always had bounce house. One year, he had a Harry Potter themed birthday party, and we spent the whole day in the bounce house. There was never a peaceful time. While we were in there, Crew smashed a Ravenclaw decorated cupcake on my face, which stained it blue for 3 days. A bee landed on my eyelash, and Crew freaked out and fell off the slide attached to the bounce house. And Crew got another bloody nose because I kicked him in the face with my aunt's huge exercise ball. My aunt and uncle's house is where I spent the majority of my childhood, and whenever I think about it, it makes me realize how fast life goes, and I should have appreciated those moments more at the time. Moments like being in the basement at night, playing games, and having fun with my cousins, or being in the yard where many birthday parties were thrown, where I spent the 4th of July every single year and I learned how to ride my bike, or being in the pool where I lost my first tooth and played video games with my cousins, are moments I'll never forget. Those at the time insignificant regular day pastimes are now moments that I hold so close to my heart. I long for the pure and simple childhood I used to have, but nothing good lasts forever. I'm glad I got to experience it